कक्षा 5मा पढ्छु र पछि ठुलो भएपछि डाक्टर इन्जिनियर हिरोइनहरू बन्न मन लाग्छ दिनमा म 10-20 जनालाई चिया खुवाउँछु म दिदी मम्मी दाइ बुबाहरूसँग चिया बेच्न आउँछु अस्ति भर्खर यहाँ स्कुल भर्ना भएको गाउँबाट आएको हामी चाहिँ अनि 5मा जाँदाखेरि चाहिँ सेकेन्ड भयो 4:30 बजी आउँछु अनि चिया चाहिँ 5 बजीतिर बेच्न आउँछु मैले चिया दिँदाखेरि कोही दिदी दाइहरूले थ्याङ्क यू भन्नुहुन्छ कोही दिदी दाइहरूले पैसा दिनुहुन्छ चक्लेट दिनुहुन्छ त्यो पैसाले म कपी कलम किन्छु
Hello. So I'm Shashank, as she already introduced me, and as Kathaharu, the video you just saw, सुन्नुहोस् भन्ने भिडियो त्यसले चाहिँ हाम्रो पुरा फिलोसफी हाम्रो जे कुरा हामीहरू बिलिभ गर्छौँ त्यो सबै कुरा त्यसले रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्छ त्यसले गर्दा द्याट्स द रिजन वी स्टार्टेड अफ विथ दिस भिडियो सो कथाहरूले के बिलिभ गर्छ We don't think videos can change the world. But we do believe that video or media it has the potential to start conversations. Euta ramro video it can start a conversation and that can be the step towards huge social change. So moving on to my personal story and how Katha came into being. So euta question tapaihरुलाई what do you think this is? Scribble, okay? You guys either are asleep or I'm really deaf. Anyway, so this, according to a really, really small Shashank, plane हो रे के How? प्लेनले हुई आवाज बनाउँछ नि त्यो बनाएको हो रे के So my grandmother, she was a teacher trainer. उहाँलाई चाहिँ यति इम्प्रेस हुनुभयो यो कुराले she basically showed it to everyone, every training she went to. अनि जुन बेला म अलि बुढो भएँ, by बुढो I mean 10-12 वर्ष मैले मेरो उहाँले भनेको सुने हैन but she was not like मेरो नातिले बनाएको she was basically एउटा बच्चाले यस्तो बनायो हेर्नुस् कस्तो राम्रो छ so I was so impressed म आमाले गएर भने मामु एउटा बच्चाले यस्तो बनाएको क्या क्रिएटिभ है त्यो बच्चा My mom being very logical said ए मोरा त्यो त So I don't know if they thought I was really creative or really stupid but I still don't know So, because we were talking about my family, here are my 3 biggest influences, and excuse my weird faces, because I don't take good photos. That's my late grandmother over there, being all gangster. That's my mom over there, being extremely more gangster. And that's my dad, being, well, normal. So, मेरो हजुरआमा चाहिँ, she was a teacher, she used to teach English, she used to teach early childhood development. So I grew up in a household where being creative was really encouraged. So I was म चाहिँ त्यो कारणले गर्दा लकी भएँ त्यसका साथसाथै मेरो बुवाले भयभरको जुनसुकै कमिक पनि पढेर सुनाउनुहुन्थ्यो मलाई सो थ्याङ्क गड अनि मेरो आमा उहाँ गाउन सक्नुहुन्न तर मलाई सुताउँदै जहिले पनि लोरी गाउनुहुन्थ्यो सो थ्याङ्क यू मम यु आर द रियल एमभिपी एकचोटि ताली बजाइदिनु उहाँको लागि So moving on, अब मैले पढेँ हैन मलाई चाहिँ भन्दै थिएँ नि म इङ्ग्लिसमै हुर्केको मेरो हजुरआमाले इङ्ग्लिसमै पढाउनुहुन्थ्यो सो आई ग्रो अप लभिङ द्याट ल्याङ्ग्वेज आई डोन्ट नो वाइ तर इङ्ग्लिस मलाई एकदमै राम्रो लाग्थ्यो हैन सो पढ्दै गयो अनइभेन्टफुल नै थियो मेरो बचपन भनौँ न हैन सो पढ्यो इङ्ग्लिस चाहिँ मलाई धेरै मन पर्थ्यो त्यो मलाई थाहा थियो एन्ड आई युज टु रियली बिलिभ द्याट इङ्ग्लिस वाज समथिङ आई वाज रियली गुड इन सो अब तपाईँलाई थाहा होला कहाँ होला त्यहाँ स्टेप 1 फेल भनेर चाहिँ हैन सो मेरो ए लेभल भयो एन्ड गेस वाट आई डिड I failed in English. A level में A, B, C, D पाउँछ हैन अनि there is one grade called U, which means ungraded. It means you messed it up so bad, dude, you don't get a grade. So English fail भयो चकनाचुर. I don't know what I'm going to do next. किन भन्दाखेरि I knew I was राम्रो लेख्छु कि पढिहालिन्छ के भन्ने विचार थियो अनि A level पढ्ने बित्तिकै बाहिर जानुपर्ने नि हो हैन it's basically in the job description. So अब fail भयो I don't know what I'm going to do. सो त्यही बेला एकजना साथीले भन्नुभयो शशाङ्क वेबमा इन्टर्नहरू त्यसको लागि ओपनिङ खोलेछ त ट्राई गर न सो it was going to be either a really good idea or a really bad idea, but I joined Wave. Turns out it was the best idea ever. At Wave, I understood what I wanted to do. त्यहाँबाट मैले थाहा पाएँ कि म मिडियामै काम गर्छु because I loved the entire environment, I loved writing, I loved the deadlines. I didn't know अब त्यही बेला मैले फोटोहरू पनि खिच्न थालिरहेको थिएँ. I knew I wanted to work in media, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. त्यो बेलातिर तपाईँले मलाई सोध्यो भने त के भन्छस् राइटर बन्छु यार लेख्छु वेबमै बुढो हुन्छु ती. So anyway, thankfully my parents were more smarter than I am. उहाँहरूले चाहिँ शशाङ्क 1 वर्ष भयो जाँच पनि राम्रो भयो अब पढ्न जा भन्नुभयो होइन. अब अर्को टेन्सन ल पढ्न जाने यता राम्रो भइरहेछ म पढ्न जाने स्टुपिड. एनिवे सो अब म पढ्न गएँ त्यहाँतिर अमेरिका गयो पढ्न. इट वाज अ प्रिटी गुड स्कुल प्रिटी नाइस स्कुल एभ्री वान वाज रियली रियली फ्रेन्डली. अनि अब इन्टरनेसनल स्टुडेन्ट हुने बित्तिकै एकदम हट कमोडिटी हुन्छ नि. ओ यु आर फ्रम नेपाल Have you gone to Mount Everest? Yes, my school was on Mount Everest. Actual dialogue. So, गयो अब मलाई एकाडेमिक्समा त्यस्तो गाह्रो भएको कल्चर सक त्यस्तोहरू भएन होइन. What I really felt a huge problem for me, भन्नु challenge for me was foreign communication. By that I don't mean English. अब हामी नेपालीहरू कस्तो कल्चर भन्छ थाहा छ हाई कन्टेक्स्ट कल्चर. तपाईले सुन्नुभएछ यो के हो? It basically means we don't talk. कोही दुईजना मान्छे भेट्यो भने smile, that's 5 sentences. Smile big, this is 1 paragraph. But in America, so गयो मान्छेले hello, my name is Shashank. Shashank? Have you seen that movie Shawshank Redemption? It's my favorite movie. Oh, where are you from? I'm from this place. Pura life story and then some. So I'm like, ooh, okay. I thought I talked more. But I don't. So मलाई अलिकति त्यो गाह्रो भएको थियो लाइक आई मिन पढाइ राम्रै भइरहेको थियो. आई वाज मेकिङ फ्रेन्ड्स बट इट वाज अ ह्युज ट्रान्जिसन फ्रम गोइङ अ स्लाइटली किप इट इनसाइड खालको कल्चर टु हे अ भेरी एक्सट्रोभर्टेड कल्चर होइन. सो आई डिड वाट एभर अ टिनेजर वुड डु. आई वेन्ट टु द इन्टरनेट एन्ड आई जोइन्ड अ लट अफ ग्रुप्स. अनि त्यही बेला चाहिँ तपाईँहरूले फ्लिकर भन्ने सोध्नुभएछ. आई डोन्ट थिङ्क द यङ्गर क्राउड नोज अबाउट इट. Wow, I'm old. Anyway, so Flickr भन्ने चाहिँ it was basically a image sharing social media खालको कुरा होइन प्लेटफर्म. अनि त्यहाँतिर चाहिँ नेपालको एकदमै क्रिएटिभ फोटोग्राफरहरू they basically started off posting their photos on Flickr होइन. सो त्यो हेर्दाखेरि म पनि जोइन गरेँ बिकज आई थट आई टुक डिसेन्ट फोटोज. सो अब त्यहाँतिर जोइन गऱ्यो अनि अब देयर वाज अ प्लेस देयर कल 365 days भन्ने क्या. सो बेसिकली यु पोस्ट अ पोर्ट्रेट एभ्री डे फर अ इयर होइन. So I was like, this is something that's good. मैले अरूसित बोल्नु पनि पर्छ नयाँ मान्छेहरूसित ठ्याक्क पोस्ट गराउनुपर्छ होइन कम्युनिकेसन पनि पर्छ प्लस विल बी पुश टु मेक न्यू फोटोज. सो आई जोइन्ड. देन आई टर्न टु द मोस्ट अन्डरस्ट्यान्डिङ द मोस्ट इजी टु वर्क विथ एन्ड द मोस्ट कम्युनिकेटिभ पर्सन आई न्यू द्याट आई कुड टेक फोटोज अफ. आई टुक फोटोज अफ माइसेल्फ. लुक एट द्याट. द्याट्स अ भेरी ह्यान्डसम म्यान देयर. सरी. So, contrary to what you would believe, आफ्नै फोटो खिच्दाखेरि अझ इन्ट्रोभर्टेड हुनुको सट्टा चाहिँ what happened was it made me more open towards communicating with other people. किन भन्दाखेरि आफ्नै फोटो खिच्यो भनेपछि अरूसँग कुरा गर्न त्यति गाह्रो हुँदैन रहेछ होइन despite what you might think. अनि प्लस अब आफूले अब कस्तो कस्तो खालको पोस्ट it really pushed me creatively. अनि अब it also pushed me more towards taking photography and taking visual communication as something that I wanted to push myself more into. अब वेबमा लेख्ने मिडियामा भन्ने दिमाग आइसकेको थियो यसबाट भिजुअल मिडिया भनेर सोच्यो होइन. देन क्लासहरू सुरु भयो क्यामेराबाट काम गर्नुपर्ने बिकज कम्युनिकेसन. अनि त्यसपछि त्यहाँ जति मैले क्लासमा काम गर्दै गएँ जति असाइनमेन्टमा काम गर्दै गएँ होइन आई बिकेम मोर एन्ड मोर कन्भिन्स्ड द्याट भिजुअल कम्युनिकेसन ओर भिजुअल स्टोरी टेलिङ इज वाट आई वान्ट टु डु. किन भन्दाखेरि अब तपाईँले कति अनुच्छेदका अनुच्छेद लेख्न सक्नुहुन्छ होइन बट इफ यु कम्पोज अ सर्ट रियली वेल एन्ड ह्याभ द राइट इमोसन्स इन द्याट इट टेल्स मोर देन वाट योर राइटिङ क्यान डु एटलिस्ट फर मी. So that was when I knew I wanted to do visual storytelling for basically the rest of my life. Right? So flash forward, ठ्याक्क कलेजहरू सक्यो अब अमेरिकामा गएपछि द अमेरिकन ड्रिम कलेज सकाउने काम गर्ने होइन. सो आई वाज लुकिङ फर जब्स अब इन्टरनेसनल स्टुडेन्ट जब पाउन अलिक गाह्रै थियो एक ठाउँमा पाउन लाग्थ्यो होइन देन केम अनदर टर्निङ पोइन्ट के भएको होला अर्थक्वेक कसले अर्थक्वेक भने नो अलराइट स्पाइडरम्यानले कसरी आफ्नो पावर पाएको थियो माकुराले टोकेको थियो नि होइन मलाई एउटा जिपले टोक्यो कि I was crossing the road and I was hit by a truck. I think we might have something over there. Can we play this? Exactly how it happened. So thank you very much. So my hip was broken. I like to say I have old man hips or I have hip sense. So whenever pani पर्न लाग्दाखेरि साह्रै दुख्छ So on a more serious note, त्यो बेलातिर I basically had most of my life planned out, or like at least the next 2-3 years planned out. काम गर्ने हो 1-2 वर्ष, then going to master schools, blah blah blah. Because it was a pretty serious accident, I was basically bedridden for at least 2 months. अनि त्यो बेला हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ जुन जब आउन थियो त्यो पनि गयो because nobody is going to wait for you for 2 months, let's be honest, होइन अनि so I went from someone who had done well in school, had good prospects, yada yada yada, to someone who is basically lying on a couch with a broken hip, with a lot of painkillers in his system, going, yes, exactly. So त्यसपछि के गर्ने त? What next? Thankfully, because of a near-death experience, what it also does is, अब कि चाहिँ तपाईँ सबै कुरासँग डराउँछ कि चाहिँ तपाईँ धेरै कुराबाट डराउन छोड्नुहुन्छ. Thankfully for me, what it did was, मेरो केसमा चाहिँ मलाई डर लाग्न धेरै कम भयो क्या. पुरै गयो भनेर त भन्दिनँ कि because if तपाईँको डर लाग्ने छोड्यो भने I think it's kind of dangerous. You will take stupid risks. But धेरै कुराहरू लाइक पर्सनल डाउटहरू त्योहरू हुन्थ्यो नि होइन त्यो धेरै हरायो किन भन्दाखेरि I nearly died. What's the worst that can happen? Jobहरूमा apply गर्यो. What's the worst that can happen? They'll reject me. At least they won't come with a car and hit me. So so that was how it formed a huge chunk of what I am today. Because of that experience with the car, मलाई चाहिँ एउटा कुरा चाहिँ why not भन्ने कुरा हुन्छ क्या. If you question केही कुरा गरौँ भने धेरै तपाईँको फर्स्ट क्वेसन चाहिँ किन गर्ने. I guess because of that, किन गर्ने त सोच्छु, but also the other question I ask myself is, किन नगर्ने? Why not? So thankfully I started working, अलिक काम गर्यो, about 1 year हुन लाग्यो थियो, अनि एउटा interesting कुरा भयो के. I don't know if you have heard or not, but there's this thing called a visa. If it expires, you can't stay in this country. It's a new concept. Build a wall. Sorry. So I was working in a creative firm, अनि मेरो visa सकिन लाग्यो थियो, but they hadn't talked in any way about, I don't know, proceeding further. So right now, even though मलाई डर अलिक कम भयो भने नि, I was freaking out. अब के गर्ने? Oh my God. बल्ल बल्ल यति गर्यो. अब फेरि के गर्ने? नेपाल गयो भने के हुन्छ? Well, केही हुँदैन रहेछ. तैपनि त्यो बेलातिर I was freaking out. किन भन्दाखेरि I knew अब जाँदाखेरि I knew I wanted to come back at some point. किन भन्दाखेरि like only child, home, blah blah blah. I knew I wanted to come back at some point, but I also didn't want to come back so soon. भन्दाखेरि बल्ल त मैले केही गर्न सुरु गरिरहेको छु. Is it the right time to come back? होइन. Plus अब थाहा पनि छैन, maybe I don't have to come back, होइन. अनि त्यही बेला धेरैजनासित कुरा गरिरहेको थिएँ मैले यहाँको साथीहरूले भने आइज शशाङ्क के भन्छ गरिन्छु नि काम भन्ने छ. अनि अर्कोले चाहिँ नआइज म्याम त्यसो मुन्न यस्तो गर्न अमेरिकामा बसिरहेको छ कोहीसित पट्याएर बिहा गर्नु त. Actual comments including the toot part of it, होइन. So it was pros and cons from both sides and I was like, oh my God, के गर्ने. आमा बाउले चाहिँ शशाङ्क तँ जे गर्छस् हामी खुसी हुन्छौँ. Thank you very much. So they were more supportive. Anyway, so अब त्यो भइरहेछ के गर्ने भइरहेछ होइन. So I would like to share one fateful evening. अब ठ्याक्क कामहरू सकेको थियो. Me workmatesहरू हामीहरू चाहिँ we were hanging out in a bar Yes, you hang out in a bar in America. So I mean, we were hanging out in a bar. I was just like, socially बसिरहेको थियो, and I was just like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. के गर्ने हो केही थाहा छैन भनेको थियो नेपालीमा हैन, because they were all खैरेस. So I don't know what to do, man. Like, if I have to go back, I have to start all over again and stuff. They भन्ने. त्यही बेला मेरो एकजना साथी ब्रेडीले भन्नुभयो, Shashank, awesomeness does not have a geographical boundary. That was when I thought, what do I really want to do? I want to make stories of people. I want to make stories of things that I think are important. Do I need to stay in America to do that? The answer is no. You can say no. Anyway, so त्यो भयो अनि त्यो बेला चाहिँ बिस्तारै चाहिँ maybe I should go back. If nothing works here, I can go back भन्ने अलिकति सोच्न थालेँ कि मैले. अनि त्यही पछि चाहिँ एउटा कुरा एकजना साथीले चाहिँ मलाई एउटा भिडियो पठाउनु भयो हैन. यो भिडियो हेर्नुभएछ? कुन भिडियो? Excuse me? Yes, कठोर. So मलाई यो भिडियो पठाउनु भयो एकजना साथीले. It is नाइटको कठोर भन्ने म्युजिक भिडियो, and it is still what I think is one of the best videos ever made in Nepal. Period. यो भिडियो हेरेपछि मलाई के लाग्यो? यस्तो यस्तो काम गरिरहेछ कि नेपालमा. You got to come back, man. So on the first anniversary of my hip accident, August 21st, I boarded a plane, Nepal फर्केँ, and I've been here since. So thank you, Knight, and thank you, Brady, for telling me awesomeness does not have geographical boundaries. So I came back to Nepal. अब नेपाल आउने अब के गर्ने हैन? Let's go back to that. नेपाल आउने के गर्ने? I was the only thing I knew how to do was make videos. So I was freelancing. अनि अब त्यो बेला एउटा कुरा नेपाल बन्द एकदमै भइरहेको थियो के. Like there was a lot of political strife going on. Not एकदमै huge, तर अब कहिले एकजनाले स्ट्राइक गर्ने, कहिले एकजनाले स्ट्राइक गर्ने एकदमै भइरहेको थियो. So in a way, all of us had some free time. हैन? त्यो बेलातिर I got together with Rishi Amatya, still a good friend, and उहाँको साथी Shashank Shrestha, now a very good guy, friend. So हामीहरूले चाहिँ सँगै बसेर न केही बनाउँ त भिडियो. We don't have to stop. We don't have to wait for work to come in. Interesting मान्छेको बारे भिडियो बनाउँ भन्यो हैन. So over coffee or maybe beer. So हामीहरू बसेर कुरा गरिरहेको थियौँ अनि अब ल हुन्छ भिडियो बनाउने कसको बारे बनाउने त भन्यो हैन. त्यही बेला चाहिँ सुयोग दाइले भन्नुभयो, तिमीहरूले आनन्द महर्जन भन्ने बारे सुनेछौ? He makes fonts, Nepali fonts. In case you don't know, that font is made by Anand Maharjan. And that font has been basically used in anything you can imagine, from government documents to Minsk podcast ad. So, Anand Maharjan ko bhanyo, अनि Anandको blog छ हेर्नु न त्यहाँ भनेर भनेको थियो. So I went and looked at Anand's blog, completely floored by the great quality work he did. So we got together and made this video, Portrait of an Artist, Anand Maharjan. So यो भिडियो बनायो. भिडियो राम्रै बन्यो. About 1 week we posted it up. हेर्ने मान्छेहरूले हेर्यो. अनि एउटा इन्ट्रेस्टिङ कुरा भयो के. After we posted the video, we saw newspapers actually profiling him more. Republicमा आयो, काठमाडौँ पोस्टमा आयो. I think ECS wanted to do an interview with him. I'm not sure. But after posting that video, there was a little more interest in what Ananda did. I'm not going to say we put him in the spotlight. We definitely did not. He was born for the spotlight. But what we actually were able to do was start a conversation about him. So this was where the name Katha Haru came into being. We knew we wanted to profile interesting people. Let's do it with a name, Katha Haru. त्यही बेला मैले गुगल गरेको भए म अर्कै कुनै नाम राख्थेँ होला. Do not Google Katha Haru. Do not. Go to YouTube. These guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that is where Katha Haru as an idea germinated. So हामीले त्यो एउटा भिडियो बनायौँ. त्यसपछि हामीले यो भिडियो बनायौँ होला. You might have heard of it. नेपाल बन्दैछ भन्ने. Yes, we made a lot of videos that people know of, but you don't know about us. Anyway, so but like the trend was whenever we get the time and whenever we find something that we feel is important, we make something for it. So हामीले आर्टिस्ट प्रोफाइलहरू 5-6 वटा गयौँ, नेपाल बन्दैछ बनायौँ. अनि त्यसका साथसाथै अब कामहरू पनि आइरहेको थियो हैन. So त्यो बेलासम्म I got introduced to Rocky Prajapati, who is a really dear friend now. Yeah! Give a hand for Rocky Prajapati. I think he deserves that. And one for Shashank Shrestha. So 2 hands. So हामी अहिले काम गर्न थालिरहेको थियौँ होइन अनि एक दिन one fine day मलाई एउटा फोन आयो. Let's just put this out here. So मलाई एउटा फोन आयो Jason Cooper, frontman of Nightly. We had made a video on him. We had been on really good terms होइन धेरै कुरा गरिरहेको हुन्थ्यो. He was a really fun guy to hang out with. अनि ठ्याक्क ठमेल शशाङ्क ठमेलमा आउन एउटा नयाँ गीत लेखेको छु होइन यसो सुन न भने भन्नुभयो. सो ठ्याक्क ठमेल गयो कफी खाएर बेलामा चाहिँ ल शशाङ्क सुन है सकिएछ बनभोज अब सहरमा मनमोज जामजाम कान्छी जामजाम. Yeah, these guys know what I'm talking about. So this was the start of Tuinko Chai Bhara. Puri git suneपछि I was basically like, Dai, I think this song is something, man. I don't know what, but it's something. अनि त्यही बेला जेसनले भन्यो हो सर राम्रो छ यसको भिडियो बनाऊ त. So, contrary to what you might think, I was not very happy. I was scared. Have you guys heard of imposter syndrome? So it's said that people who are good at something actually second guess themselves and think they're really bad at something, and they're all pretending. So that was when imposter syndrome really hit me, saying, कठोर video उहाँहरूको बनेछ अब ट्विनको बनाउन लाग्छ. And if that guy starts up, I'm going to talk more. So, अब ट्विनको भिडियो बनाउन लाग्छ के बनाउने त their second video. So basically, I called Suyok Dai, I called Rishi Dai, I called everyone I knew. यस्तो आइरहेछ यो गर्नुहुन्छ. And at the same time, the song itself was evolving. The arrangementहरू पनि चेन्ज भइरहेको थियो. So, Twinko was not made in one day or 1 week. It took at least 5 to 6 months of regular talking, planning, reshooting, shooting, and reconceptualizing. But the aha moment चाहिँ कुन बेला भएको थियो भन्दाखेरि Jason and Knight basically were working on the acoustic version of it. अनि एउटा ठाउँमा बजाउन लाग्थ्यो अनि ठ्याक्क कुरा गर्दै हुन्छ एउटा मन्टाज जस्तो बनाउन ठ्याक्क गीत गाइरहेको हुन्छ पछाडि त्यो राख्ने भनेर हैन. मैले मन्टाज बनाएँ. त्यो मन्टाज कहिले त्यो बेलामा देखाएन because projector problem. तर when we listened to the acoustic and that video, that montage together, we knew this was how Twin needed to be. So it became something that is, I don't know, a portrait of Nepal in a way. It's not a traditional music video in any sense. Like the Katha Haru, we are basically just showing people looking straight at the camera in slow motion. But it's a special video. So Twin banyo, export भयो, upload हुँदासम्म I'm like, people are going to hate this video. People are going to hate this video. I'm not going to get any jobs. Jason is going to hate me. America फेरि त गइन्न, Australia जानु पर्ला कि. But thankfully, after waking up, I see Kutumba has shared it. I see Madan Krishna has shared it. I see Harivansh has shared it. I see Lex Limbu has shared it. Okay. So that was when bistare comments around thale, and I wouldn't say it was viral, but like just seeing people engaged in it and seeing people saying, this is something special, that basically solidified what I felt about making videos. It needs to engage people. It doesn't matter if it has 10 views or 10 million views, but as long as people are connecting with the video and they're talking about it, you have done your job. And something that people might not know, this Twinko video बनाएर सकेपछि that was when I kind of felt, okay, I'm finally home. So that's how the entire circle of coming back home finished, like watching Kathor Paila and then making Twin. So a quick aside. So by this time, I started working really closely with bald guy and hat guy. Suyok Dai and Rocky Prajapati. Rocky Prajapati is the most stylish guy in our office. Suyok Dai is the most bald. Jokes aside, we had started working really closely together. Ani त्यो बेलासम्म चाहिँ के भएको थियो भन्दाखेरि it was a really weird arrangement भनौँ, because on paper it doesn't work at all. Suyok Dai already had his own company, हैन, freelance गरेर बेलामा you have to register a company. Rocky Dai had his own company. Shashank Shrestha, under pressure for clients, had to register his own company. So it was 3 companies working under the same roof, with no furniture, on the floor, collaborating on a number of different projects, and doing well at it. So we had thrown the idea of, ल सँगै काम गर्नु, etc., etc., etc. अब logistically नमिलिरहेको थियो, के गर्ने भने हामीले सोचिरहेको थियौँ होइन. But we were working together. So something pushed me, I guess, into actually becoming a combined unit. होइन. So the story goes like this. हामीले नेपथ्यको टुर खिचिरहेको थियौँ. Final leg of the tour, पोखरामा थियो, म र रकी दाइ, we were shooting, सकेर आइरहेको थियो होइन. अनि फर्किरहेको बेलामा चाहिँ मेरो ममको कल आयो. And she was basically saying, ग्रान्डमाले ठिक छैन. So, yeah. त्यो बेलातिर I didn't know exactly what to say. My mother never calls me saying that stuff. So, part of me knew I had to fear the worst. And it was the worst. When I got home after a long, long jam, I knew my grandmother, who had basically introduced me to the concept of stories, had passed away. Life sucks, what's it, So that was a very difficult time in my life, because Katha Haru, and like it was my grandmother who had actually said esto Katha stuff, and because I was working on Katha Haru, but not intended, I missed a very important thing for my family. That kind of thing really stays with you, So I was all of it is kind of a blur, So I didn't know what to do. That was when Suyogdai called and said, Shashank, don't worry about anything. And I think that was when we became from collaborators, friends, or something. This person, I started seeing both Rocky and Suyog as brothers. And from a single child calling others brothers, it means a lot of stuff. So, okay, काम ठीक भइरहेको थियो होइन. अनि के गरौँ भइरहेको थियो. अब काम त हुन्छ तर do I still want to work? Do I still want to work भन्ने भइरहेको थियो. किन भन्दाखेरि it was because of work I couldn't give time to my family जस्तो भइरहेको थियो. त्यही बेला एउटा अफर आयो कि मलाई. Shashank, we are going to Everest with Google. Do you want to come? Hey, Saurabh bhai. Sorry about the bad joke. So, त्यो आइरहेको थियो, and I didn't know if I should take it or not. I didn't know if I should go into another long, at least 1 महिना जतिको trek while this thing is happening. I didn't even know if I wanted to keep making videos. तर त्यो बेला मेरो मम्मी र बुवाले भन्नुभयो, मामुले बुवाले, शशाङ्क तँलाई काम गर्नुपर्ने मान्छे हो, don't worry about us, go. And I guess this was the moment when I fell in love with stories again. Because just looking at people in this totally different landscape with these amazing group of people while squatting down like I'm going to do toilet right there. You guys can smile now because the worst part is over. So I guess this was when I fell in love with stories again. Because I guess अगाडि बच्चा बेलादेखि नै अहिलेसम्म हैन, if there is one thing I've consistently done, it's irritate my parents and told stories, even bad ones, good ones, but that was when I was like, yes, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life again. So, moving on. This is something I haven't told anyone. यही ट्रेकमा जाँदाखेरि हैन मैले चाहिँ I had one idea, तपाईले white butterfly सुन्नुभएछ, मिलन राई? So Milan is a good friend of mine. So उसले चाहिँ मैले can I have one? मलाई I want to put it somewhere just like that. He basically sent me a bundle, 2 bundles actually. Some of it is still in my house. So उसले bundle पठायो and I had taken one with me. So while coming back from Thame, which was possibly the final place we went to, I took that butterfly, set it aside, and said, well, goodbye, Grandma. So on that happy note, I came back, and that's after coming back and working with Suyukda and Rocky again, that was when Katha Haru properly janma bhayo. That was when 3 companies came together, and we have been working really well till now, because even though we think differently, even though we argue on a lot of stuff, I feel, and I know both of those people feel, that we have a shared vision of what we want to do. And what we want to do is tell stories that matter to people. So, a little boring kura. So, we started off with 3 members. We worked 12 hours a day. We didn't have decent furniture. And there's Suyogdai showing off his legs. And we have gone from that into 13 members with decent, really, really nice space. And we work 8 hours a day, so like -4 hours is good. So, let's build the suspense. So we were working really, really, really well. Company was growing. We were doing stuff. Clients are repeat clients are and we were actually able to afford to pay our editors, our shooters. So we were growing really well, I know. But still, there was something missing. Yeah? Not from our vision or anything, but like our output had started becoming stale. Rocky Dai thought it was stale because he used to say, "Hamro video ma ke pugira chaina ke keta." Suyog Dai knew it was stale because he was saying, "So video एउटै हुन्न रहेछ के हो? So एउटा भइसक्यो." I knew it was stale, but I'm not going to tell you guys because I don't know, मैले कसै बोल्छु हातले यस्तो यस्तो गर्छु. But anyway, so I knew it was getting stale. Everybody knew it was getting stale. So we needed to shake things up or like do something new. जस्तो लागिरहेको थियो, but we couldn't actually pinpoint what to do with it, हैन. अनि अब के पनि भइरहेको थियो भने because that stillness was setting in, हैन. We started slightly not liking what we were doing. To illustrate what we were doing and what we were slightly feeling, here's a small video. Can you play this? Thank you for finding that funny, because Chapali Eye 2 is the best movie ever made. All right, so yeah, अब हामीले काम गरिरहेको थियौँ, but like we were feeling, are we stuck? केही कुरा नमिलिरहेको छ त्यस्तो feel भइरहेको थियो. Plus like अब त्यही, we were kind of dreading client calls. We were running away from it like Ayushman was, slowly but deliberately. So त्यो भइरहेको थियो हैन, and like one of my dear friends, Sunita Dangol, said this to me. She used to say this actually. This is a great video. Wait, let's go back. Next. Okay. She used to say, this is a great video, you know. And orko video, that changed to all videos are the same. So that was the aha moment. Okay? Why are everything the same? Because we haven't worked on anything for ourselves. Now, I would like to quote Shishan Bania, paraphrase भनौँ quote भन्दा पनि. अब आफ्नै काम गर्नु मन लाग्छ तर के गर्ने पैसा आउँदैन अनि के गर्ने त? So in our case it was the reverse. पैसा आइरहेछ तर आफ्नै काम गरिरहेछ हैन. So here's this thing about creativity that's really weird. You need to be creative, हैन? आफ्नोलाई काम गर्नुपर्छ so that you can feed yourself, you can feed your vision, la 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 la. But you also need to make money from your creativity. You know, like you actually need to feed yourself, because if you don't feed yourself, your creativity is going to be like, "Ala babu, म चाहिँ यसो यता जान्छु तिमी पहिला के गर." So like I'm not knocking down like on the romantic notion of being a starving artist or anything like that. It's great if it works out for you, but like, you need to be able to sustain yourself if you are creative. We were able to sustain ourselves, but we're not sustaining our creativity. So once that realization hit, we made it a point that whenever, like पहिला जस्तै, whenever we got the time, we would do stuff ourselves. So पहिलातिर हामीले 80% आफ्नो अर्काको काम, 20% आफ्नो काम भनिरहेको छ. अहिले हामी 50-50% भनिरहेको छ. We haven't figured out the magic formula yet, and possibly we will keep trying until we figure it out. तर I would like to talk about this video, सुन्नुस्. Mainly because this is one of the first videos we made after that realization hit. हामीले आफ्नै काम गर्नुपर्छ है भनेर, हैन? And why this video is very special to me is because it captures everything we wanted to do with a video, like we said, हैन? किन भन्दाखेरि अब it's a personal story about someone you probably don't think about. चिया खाने दाइ, नखाने जाऊ. But she's a compelling person. And a person is a person no matter how small. अनि प्लस उसको बोल्ने तरिका, उसले जसरी आफ्नो स्टोरी भनेको छ, we really felt that it was something special, हैन? यस्तै खालको अरू पनि बनाएको छ, but like for this video हामीले बनायौँ, राख्यौँ, रेस्पोन्स राम्रै आयो, हैन? 5,000, 2,000, 3,000 views. मान्छे जसले हेरेको थियो, they felt really connected with it. उसको बारे मान्छेहरूले सोध्यो, it was nice, हैन? अनि 1 वर्षपछि फ्ल्याशब्याक, फ्ल्याश फरवर्ड, हैन? हिन्दी फिल्मले ड्याङ 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 भन्थ्यो, अनि म बुढो भइसक्थेँ. So 1 वर्षपछि for some amazing chaotic reason of the internet, this video and her photo started going viral as Chiawali. Have you seen that? Good, thank you. Follow other border. So anyway, it started going viral, हैन? And अब हाम्रो video download गरेर मान्छेले आफ्नो logo राख्यो, unauthorized राखेको थियो. We cared slightly, then we stopped caring altogether because they actually credited us. हाम्रो credit राखेर गर्दै थियो, हैन? But what happened was after people started seeing our video and our story, हैन? You should have just seen the comment section. Who is this girl? I've seen this girl. She's so cute. Can I help this girl? There were so many people who were willing to just lend a hand to her. उसले पढिरहेछ, उसको पढेमा support गर्न सक्छु नि, sponsorship दिन्छु नि, हैन? So that, see the conversation happening. That is all that we have ever wanted to do with even our client videos or our personal videos. We have wanted to spark conversation. And this is why this video is a perfect example of what a video or what a media is supposed to do. It's supposed to spark conversations that in turn inspire change. So if you go away with just one thing that I've said, remember that any form of media you make, try to make it something that मान्छेहरूले बोल्छ के त्यसको बारे. If it's just your selfie, make it about something that people will discuss about. So, moving on. This art is by Prakash Ranjit, and he made me into Batman. But I don't look like Batman, because Batman doesn't wear glasses. Thank you very much. So, moving on. What is next for us? Kathaharu still wants to create those stories. Like I said, 50-50% हामीले सोचिरहेको छौँ. Half our work, half client work. And right now, I want to take this opportunity to thank the amazing team we have and the amazing people that have been a part of Kathaharu. And I would really like to thank their parents, their girlfriends, their wives, because video making is a weird thing. तपाईँ ठ्याक्क खिच्न जानुहुन्छ, बिहान 1 घन्टा लाग्छ. रातिको 12 बजी आउँछ. सकेको छैन. सकिन्छ नि. कति कल गरेर मामु खिचिरहेको छु. सरी मामु. एडिट गरिरहेछ हैन, राति सबै एडिट गरेर ठ्याक्क राखे. Now I can sleep. 5 minutes. Email, client, edits. Start editing. So not only us, people who work for us have suffered, and thank you for suffering for us, and thank you for making Kathaharu and us a better team, because without you, we will not be able to do what we did. In closing, yes, there's a closing. In closing, what I would like to say is, if you're a creative person, if you want to do anything creative, photography हुन सक्छ, vlogging हुन सक्छ, it can be dancing, salsa dancing. So it can be any, if you want to do something creative and you want to show it to the world, don't forget that little child in you that is still making swirlies thinking it's a plane. Because you are showing the world how you see it through your perspective. So, thank you.